All right, hello everybody.
What up?
See, Gray is here. Jarrell, I saw what you did, but you submitted all those assignments wrong, so I'm going to try to accept it this time, but you got to stop doing that. You sent me a bunch of emails this morning.
Bro,
I'm
like
like, dude.
I realized they wasn't sent in because I did most of it. I'm like, oh snap! I forgot he told me
Yeah.
to do it this way.
So, okay, so once we get done with the norms and stuff, what's going on? Once we get done with the norms and stuff, I think somebody's got an echo. Let's see here. Oh, that's you, Gray. I got to mute you for a second. All right, cool. Autumn's here. Miss Smith is here. Okay. So we'll talk about it right after the norms. But welcome to Intro to Engineering with Robotics, everybody. Uh, today's agenda. Let's see what can I get to do that. Courtney, can you read the agenda for today? Do you see it on the screen there?
Wait,
Courtney,
you said really what?
the agenda.
Um, Students will be able to utilize definition of capacitant
Capacitance.
capacitant with respect to charge and electric potential difference.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so let's jump into today. I had this timer going because that's when I was going to start marking people late or absent. But you guys are here. So let's jump into today's norms. Scroll up some. Here we go. So let's see here. Miss Kennard, welcome to class. I don't know if I've seen her. Autumn, can you read the 5 basic norms there on the screen? Courtney, you rocking out on us, man. Mute your mic.
Oh, my fault.
It's all good.
Oh, it's because before I got in this class, I was just writing on that song.
Okay. All right. My man's an artist. Autumn, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you read the 5 basic norms on the screen?
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education in the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. At Excel Academy at Southwest, student is always a lady or a gentleman. We take pride in Excel Academy at Southwest.
Thank you, Miss Hall. Let's see here. We have who's coming in the room? Edward, welcome to class. Let's go down to our academic norms. Can Edward, you just arrived. Can you read the academic norms on the screen?
We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We're attentive and participative. We have high expectations for ourselves, our peers, not teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, sir. I was trying to stop the timer. Okay, so we have the norms done. That's the biggest part of the day. And for reading it, you get about 10 points at most. These points, they tally up. And pretty soon I'll have office hours and also a rubric or syllabus for you to know how these points work in the system so you can be successful. All right, so real quick, I got to make sure it's known. Townhouse is every day. This is the link for Townhouse, right? So you got to make sure you bookmark it. And here's how you bookmark things, guys. I think a lot of students are having this issue. What's the link for this? And where do I go to that? And I'm like, okay. So when you click on the link, you'll open the room, but then you can right click. Well, no, don't do it from right click. Highlight the link like I just did now, like this. Somebody else is coming in the room. 1 second. So you want to highlight the link and then you'll have the ability to bookmark it. So you come up to these 3 dots if you have it in Google Chrome, come to bookmarks and add bookmark this tab. You want to do that to every link you have for class. So you can always be getting in there and always, not run late. So let's jump into today's assignment. Just grab this and put this in the chat and let's see who can I get to read it. I'm gonna check my list to see who hasn't read yet. Let's see here. Miss Kennard, can you read what's in the chat? There you go.
Synchronous problems need to be completed and ready to present tomorrow in class. Asynchronous problems have to be completed as homework and will be checked tomorrow in class as well.
Thank you, Miss Kennard. And I think her microphone was off when this was said, but it's hello, all future electrical engineers. That's you guys. So there's a lot going into learning these applied concepts of physics. Now, the next part is what you need to do. And I'm going to explain this again because Mr. Gray bombarded me. I think it was like 8 documents he sent me at once. I'm like, brother, I can't grade that right now. Okay. So let's see here. Can I get Edward? Did I call you already? Yeah, I did call Edward already. Mr. Stuckey, welcome to class. I didn't see him there. Jalen, can you read what's in the chat or do I got to post it again? You got to turn on your microphone, Jalen. Do you see it?
Yeah, the first one, right? Hello, all future.
No. Please remember.
Oh, to get maximum credit, all calculations.
Or steps.
Calculation steps for the final answers to the problems need to be uploaded to SB via the same format we have been using since the start of the quarter. This format shown in the video. Type Google.pdf.
Yes, you may. Thank you, Mr. Stuckey. Autumn, you're being requested. Just come on back when you're done, Autumn. Oh, and she's giving you a link, Autumn, to go to. So just come back to class when you're done with her. All right, so let me get started. And Ms. Stuckey, I got a note, got 10 points for reading that. And Ms. Kennard got 10. Okay, so let's keep going. Participation is looking good for us today. People are jumping in there. I'm going to put 2 questions in the chat. And these are the questions you're going to put in your Google Doc. Now I'm talking, but you should be setting up your Google document. You should be, doing your document name, making sure you have the header and making sure you also have, the title, right? But the next part is going to be these questions. So Ms. Smith, can you read the first question, 1S? I see she's there. Ms. Smith, can you read what's in the chat or no? Oh, she said 1 minute.
You said what?
Can you read can you read the question in the chat?
Both of them or just one?
You say you're what?
You said both of them or just one?
Okay, so I'm gonna put the question I want you to read in the chat.
All right.
Do you see it?
This one, you talking about this math question with
Yes, ma'am. God bless you as well.
Okay. That wasn't me though, but thank you. A 0.78 micro. I don't know how to say that.
Farad
capacitor is charged to a voltage of 18.2 volts. What is the magnitude of the charge on each plate of the capacitor?
Thank you. All right, cool. All right, so I was gonna say you can mute yourself. All right, so let's keep going. Right now, that's the first question. So you're gonna take and let's begin our document in case you guys haven't already. You should be starting this because close to the end, I'm gonna be saying, hey, share your screen. You can't share your screen. That's a deduction in points because it means you wasn't working in class. You was doing something else. So type this up because I'm starting to call people's parents and be like, hey, they're in class, but they're not turning in work. And that's going to look bad because progress reports are coming out tomorrow. So everybody's going to know what you've been doing. Might as well start turning into work now. All right. So you open up a new tab and you make sure you're logged into, I got to do my teacher account, but you have a Gmail account. And when you're in there, you're going to go to Google Apps and Docs. We should have the hang of this. This is week 5. We should have the hang of this. So what we do next is, one moment, we can open up a blank document, right? And in this blank document, let's see here. We're gonna come here to the do now. And what else are we gonna do? We gotta name it, also give it in the name, the date, because that's how you're gonna find it in the Google Docs. Okay. Now, next step is, of course, your header, right? So just expanding it so you can see. So I'm gonna name it Put my name in there, but you got to put yours. And next thing is 7th October, and it's 2020. Last part of the header is the period. This is the last period of the day. It's intro to engineering, which is what you guys are. You're engineering students, whether you know it or not. But the actual title is with robotics. We're trying to get to the robotics, but I find myself having to reteach things because people didn't do the work, or at least submit the work. All right, so we can't get to the fun stuff until we get the basics, right? Now, our title. This is a moment for opportunity or points. Who knows what the title will be for today's assignment? If you don't know what that is, you have to look in EDSB. So I'm going to begin setting up the exit slip, but if somebody can type in there what today's title is by looking at EDSB, they can get 10 points. So the exit slip is plus 25 points towards previous scores, which means it could help you from past assignments you may not have done that well on. So what is that basically? Well, one is the classroom term of the day. Classroom term of the day is. And out of that, I'm going to come straight to the word of the day. I was told in Townhouse and maybe in GGI, I'm not sure. The word of the day is, let me see if Autumn's back. Autumn, do you know what the word of the day was?
Nope.
Oh, Courtney got what's the charge? She said nope. What's the charge is the title. Sir, you got the 10 points. So the title is what's the charge? Question mark, right? But there was something in brackets, and that was the term of the day. So let me resize the screen so you know. Oh, Kennard took it. Capacitance. Very good. So the term of the day, it's okay. It's okay. You got the points for the title. She got the points for the word of the day or the classroom term. And it's capacitance. But in the brackets, so you guys always know if you come late to class or you didn't come to class, to get these points, I usually tell you what the word of the day is because they tell you about it at Townhouse, right? But the term of the day is capacitance in the brackets like Miss Kennard put in the chat. And she got 10 points for that participation. So let me type this here. If you don't remember, I think the word was coincidence, right? And basically with coincidence, you have to, with these two terms, you have to give the definitions. You're free to look online and find better definitions for them, but they have to have definitions in there by the time you're ready to turn in an assignment to get the 25-point exit slip. Okay, so those questions, right? That's what we're working on. So let's begin like this, and I'm going to do it in reverse of the previous class because I want you guys to get the simulators going to get your snapshots in there. And then we're going to talk about the notes of how to do the assignment. So the first question is, of course, I think Ms. Smith read it for us, and she got some points for that. But there's a second one, right? There's a 2A problem. The 2A is for asynchronous. So we discussed a while back, and that's your homework problem. People, I have to tell you, people have not either been turning the work in or they turn it in half the work. It's not going to help you do all of it. Actually, 2A is a practice problem because it's no different. Well, it's a little different, but it's pretty much the same problem. All right, so have both of those questions in there. While you guys are getting that started in a moment, because in a moment you got to have this ready to share. Now I'm about to grab the simulation you need. So this is the simulation, right? I'm gonna put this in the chat. And I'm gonna restart the simulator so you can see what you need to do step by step, okay? Yes, coincident. Coincide. Thank you, sir. Let me fix that. That was Courtney that did that. He corrected me. Coincide. Did everybody get the link in the chat? You want to click on that. Okay. Echo, Gray. All right, fix that one. Like he was having trouble. Okay, I see you. It's okay. He's trying to fix it. All right, so what do we do here? The simulator, right? In the simulator, I'm going to reset everything. I got to move this stuff out my way. Okay, so I'm going to reset all. And you guys want to do this first because last period I saw the simulator take so long to get started. So I want to get this out the way because it tied up a lot of our time. So definitely click on it now. And I'm going to restart the settings. And I hope you're paying attention. I'm going to go through what you need to have set to begin with. So you should see this screen here, which is a battery connected to a capacitor. So we've been talking about plates, right? And basically, now you're seeing what these plates do. A lot of you guys have electronics and don't understand that there are capacitors in there, and they actually keep enough battery charge when the device is off, so you can use it later. This is pretty much what's behind you charging your phone or your laptop. There are some capacitors on there that retain charge if there's not a battery source. All right, so you need to first turn on some of these selections, right? So we have the electric field. You want to turn that on. Total capacitance. It's going to bring up a gauge like this to show you how much capacitance you have. Stored charge. How much charge? Stored energy. So how much is going to be stored into the system. And then a voltmeter so we can measure it. Okay. So let's make sure we have our settings straight. You don't want in circuits, you don't want single. You want to take it up to two in series plus 1 in parallel. We lost Greg. What happened to him? Oh, all right. So far, so good. Oh, there he is.
I'm back, pimp.
You back. You back. Cool. I was like, what happened to him? All right. So these are the things you need to have set. Let me go through it one more time in case you missed it. Plate charges, electric field lines, total capacitance, stored energy, stored charge, voltmeter, and in the circuits, you want to select 2 in series plus 1 parallel. And we're going to take 2 snapshots. The next snapshot, ladies and gentlemen, will be 2 in parallel plus 1 in series. So there's going to be 2 pictures we take here. Make sure you have your simulator running so you'll be able to take your snapshots. All right. So now I'm about to turn some things on. Before you take your picture, here's the settings. Notice as I increase the voltage, you see what's happening to the plates. The electric field changes, right? So this is basically, and if you see the arrows, they're showing you the direction of current, little blue arrows. So if I take it to 1.5 volts, here are the settings you need for each capacitor. This capacitor, I want you to drag it all the way to the middle. So that's capacitor 1. Capacitor 2, keep it pretty much all the way at the bottom. But the capacitor 3, I'm going to bring it all the way to the top. And you see the separation changes. All right. Last step is to make your simulation complete is to put your lead, your red lead, on top of this plate, and then grab your black lead and put it onto this plate. And it should say on your multimeter 1.5 volts or voltmeter. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys about approximately 5 minutes to share your screen with this simulation completed. If you got questions along the way, I'm here to answer them.
The timer in the way.
All right. Does that help? Okay.
Can you put the link back in the chat?
You talking about the link to the simulator?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. There you go. All right. So now we're at the point where we have to share out. So we'll stop. Go ahead, Edward. Let's see what you got. You should be able to share with me, Sharon. I saw that in the last class. I'm doing this so other people can catch up. So try to share, but it should pretty much take me to your screen. I'm trying to see if this feature works well. Yep, there it goes.
Mm.
Okay, I can see everything, dude. All right, so let's see what you got. Oh, okay, you got it. Yeah, you get the settings. And you just got to put that red lead on top of the top plate and that black lead for
Yeah,
the.
what? What'd you say?
So that red lead, you see, yeah, grab that and put it on the plate. There you go. And then the black one, put it on the bottom plate. There you go, 1.5. Thank you. All right, now take a snapshot of that. You know how? Print screen?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, you got it in your doc. All right. So you got to use that one more time, Edward, because there's one more snapshot you need. So be ready for that. Who else is ready to share? Because this is for points. Trying to make sure who's in class and doing their work. You need to have that simulation done. Okay. So let me call on Mr. Gray. Can you share your screen?
No, man, messing up. I done tried. Like I can't even
I'm
get the
sorry, you can't
colors
say
on
you was
there.
lost, dear. I gotta call you guys again. You can't say you was lost. You can't get away with that. You have to be doing the work with us. You're not
I
doing that.
was, but at the
No,
same
I'm
time, like,
talking about no, it's not you, Gray. I'm talking about Smith and what she said in the
oh,
chat.
I was gonna say, man, you
No,
know,
I am lost. How you gonna tell me I can't see I'm lost? Ain't nobody telling me
Because
about
you just gotta follow directions, Miss Smith. You didn't follow directions.
Okay.
All right, so we'll talk later. But you're not working in class. You're distracted. All right. So next is Mr. Gray. You said you couldn't share. What was you saying? Are you there? Okay. So I got Edward. Miss Kennard, could you share your screen?
I only got the basic stuff. I can't screenshot. I told you yesterday it won't screenshot.
Yeah, but you can still share your screen, right?
Okay.
There you go. Okay. And where's your simulation? Okay, okay, cool. You got it. You got it. All right. So you just got to work on the notes for class. Pretty good. Pretty good. We want to work on your screenshot somehow. I don't know. Talk to Irv. You'll need that later for the project. So pretty good. Let's see. Who haven't I called on? Autumn, were you following along with us?
Yeah.
Can you share your screen real quick, please? Welcome back, Courtney. I was like, what happened to him? Am I still sharing? I can't see. Oh, okay. I see yours. 1.5 volts in the
They
meter.
had to kick me out.
They had to kick you out.
No, I said it kicked me off the call.
Well, you came back, man. It's all good. You back. Now, Autumn, you're missing some settings, dear. Do you see my screen or no? So you got to turn on. I think you're trying to find my screen. So you got to make sure your meters are all on, but otherwise, pretty good. Um, your screen is still visible to others. Click to cancel. No, I'm not trying to cancel it. All right. Let's see here, Mr. Stuckey. You haven't gone yet. Do you have something to share? All right. When you get ready, share your screen, sir.
Yeah, I'm almost ready.
Okay, sir. So let's see what you got.
I said almost.
Almost. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's see what almost is. He's trying to be perfect. Because the next step is we're going to work on today's problem around capacitors. And this was the introduction for you all. You got it? Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure because I was about to start switching screens for today's assignment. There we go. I'm no longer presenting. All right. And so you let me know when you're ready. I'm going to resume presenting, I guess. So we can start on the notes for today. And if you start presenting anytime, it'll pop up on my screen. So when you're ready. But how do we do this problem? So we're going to go through some notes and then we're going to share out again to make sure everybody has what they need because like I've seen a lot of students are in class, but they're not necessarily doing the work. And this is really starting to hurt. So let me share with you guys what we did a moment ago. And I can put some of it in the chat, but I do want you guys to type it up correctly. I keep saying that. Let me change the resolution. Let's move that out of the way. 150. Okay. And I think that's 11. So let's try to make it bigger. Call it 14, right? Okay, so let's work on this first problem. The first problem we have what? Well, it says 0.78, and Ms. Smith read this a while ago, though. So I'm going to read it again in case you forgot. It's a 0.78 microfarad capacitor. It's charged to a voltage of 18.2 volts. What is the magnitude of the charge on each plate of the capacitor, right? So in order to figure this out, we need to understand some basic elements around the capacitance, its charge, and its voltage, or I think it's called electric potential difference. So here's what I mean by that. Pull up some notes for you guys. So the first set of notes, and I'll put it in the chat too, because it's 3:13, and we still gotta share out and stuff, calculate it. So there's some steps there, but I don't know if they can see this. Let me see here. That's that font. That's too small. It's got to be bigger. The last students, I had to keep making everything big. All right, so hopefully you can see that. And that's the first couple of notes you need. You're going to put this like immediately after your screenshot, if you can do it. But if you can't do the screenshot, I understand. We already talked about that. But make sure you have this first set of notes. All right, and let's put it in the chat too, so you can begin setting it up. Courtney, it kicked him again. Oh my goodness. He has that he has a hotspot. It's not running that fast. Okay. So everybody get the initial notes in the chat. So you can type it up or it's right there for you to use. So let's start there. All right, now while y'all getting this started, let's scroll up some. There's some more to go. Now the next thing after you have your notes is you got to set up your known and unknown values, right? So let's take some more information. And I'm going to talk about each value and where it came from in the problem. So here we are. And I'm put it in the chat so we can discuss it. Where are we at? Chat. Okay. All right, so let's talk about it because I'm surprised the chat brought over microfarad, the symbol. But where do you get that from? And then if that last conversion, if you see it, it's not correct. That's why I don't like using the chat. So the last conversion is to the -6 power. All right. Now, here's where that comes from. Capacitance is equivalent to, that's C in our equation here, right? Capacitance is for C. Charge is going to be Q. And electric potential difference is your volts, or V. So you can follow along with the problem. Now, the next step is understanding where did you get these known values from, Mr. Tyler, right? Well, capacitance is a 0.78 microfarad capacitor. Hint, hint. That's the first one. That is your first known value. It's written mathematically as 0.78. This symbol micro, and if you can't get micro because it came from the chat, you can always hit insert, go to special characters, and then when special characters, you click on math. You click on math, and then you just type the letter M. I'm sorry, yeah, MU for mu. And mu is a symbol I use. I use a darker version like this one. Okay, so now you know where mu is in case you need it. What happened here? Oh, I must have inserted something and didn't know it. There we go. So we have that, but micro simply means that it's 10 to the -6. So I was telling you in the chat, it is not 10 minus 6 there. I'm gonna give you a link in the chat to show you why it's not. Okay, so if we're looking at micro here, in the link I provided you, you see it's mu, and it's 10 to the -6, or a millionth. So if you want to review that, you can. But that is that step, and you're like, why I got to put that step? Because when they have you doing these SAT questions or these employer questions, they want to see how much you think about the problem. All right, so electric potential difference, right? This is what we should have for our voltage. That also was given in the problem. Charged to a voltage of 18.2 volts. Now the question is, what's unknown? It says, what's the magnitude of the charge? Right? We said charge was Q. Okay, so Q is measured in coulombs, and this is also explained in the notes beforehand, right? So knowing that, we have to do a bit of algebra to get Q by itself, because you see right now, this is equal to capacitance, or C. So the strategy. Now make sure I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to make it look like mine's on the screen, but these are the algebra steps you need to go through. The only reason I give you 2 minutes is to get it noted down, and then you can pay attention to what I did and what's not the same in the chat. All right. So take about 2 minutes, but remember, every 10 minus 6 is not 10 minus 6 in there in that chat. It is 10 raised to the -6, and you have to write it the same way. Okay. I know some students saying I can't do it. Well, I can't give you full credit. I need you to try. I know what Google Docs can do, and you have to subscript that. That's making the math look bad if you don't do it. So take a moment and try to do that. And what I'm referring to is how this 10 to the -6 power looks, and how the chat is, by the way. So do some correcting. And that's just the final answer. But try to use this time, this quick 2 minutes, to get this done. I'm taking notes to see who is actually doing in-class work. And yes, you do get points for sharing your screen and having it done. The goal is to help you guys pass. All right, everybody. Let's share our screens. Let me see here. So let me start with Mr. Grady. You have anything yet to share? Your camera's off, sir. Where did you go? Mr. Grady there. Okay. You ready to share, dude?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
No, not yet. I was in the bathroom. I forgot to tell you. You was talking though.
Oh my goodness.
I got you though, because you got it in the chat, because you my dog.
Tip out something. Okay. Just be ready to share before we leave, dude. Let's see. I haven't gotten Jalen, I think. Jalen, did you fix that issue? Okay. Can you share now? Okay, because I remember last time you was trying to get it working. Yeah, Edward, soon as he gets done, okay? And thanks for stepping up. Ms. Kennard will come to you in Autumn next. Okay, so get your screens ready. All right. Okay. So, okay, Jalen. Pretty good, dude. What about the simulations? Were you able to grab those yet or no? No, not yet? Okay. Oh, you have it. You just didn't take the snapshots yet. Okay. He's shaking his head. Okay, why don't you turn on your microphone, Jalen? You're giving me sign
Yeah,
language, brother.
I ain't
What?
taking the snapshot yet.
Okay, all right. I'm like, why is he not talking? Okay, so you can stop sharing, man. Good job so far. I wanted to keep going with the rest of the problem. So who I guess Edward said he wanted to go next. So Edward, can you start presenting? Thank you, sir.
You see it?
Yes, I can. So now you see your document. I see your Google
Oh,
Meet.
on my phone.
There you go. There you go. Okay, Edward. And I think I seen you move real quick. You got the snapshot down there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, man. You can stop sharing. We can't leave early, y'all, so slow down. But yeah, you can stop sharing. I'm trying to get y'all points in
I
this.
got the game up.
Okay. All right. So who's next? I didn't get to Gray, and I didn't get to Hall or Kennard. So one of you three need to go next, so we can.
I go.
All right, go ahead. It's like double dutch. Who's gonna jump in first? There you go. Okay. Dude, you still trying to do all this on your phone? You are, man. You some type of alien. Okay, all right. Well, just make sure it's all correct, dude. That's why you
Yes,
can't.
sir.
You're gonna have to find a way to download it to PDF and put it in SB, dude. You keep emailing me work. I'm
Hey,
glad
I'll
you're doing the
find a
work though.
way. Whatever help work.
No, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work it out with you though. Who's next? I said the ladies. So Autumn, are you there? Can you share? I know she usually has it all done already and stuff. She has her microphone on. Okay.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Are you able to share? Oh, there you go. You are right there. Okay. Oh, you okay? You really was getting work done. All right. Scroll down a little bit. Okay. All right. Did you have your simulation started or no? Okay, Autumn. All right. Don't forget to put your pictures in there, Autumn.
I can't. That's the thing. I can't screenshot or do nothing.
Why not? What's wrong?
Cause I don't. This is a school. This is school computer, and it's bogus.
Okay, Autumn. All right. Well, Autumn, thanks for trying. I seen it, so it works. You can stop sharing, dear. Okay. Look, she's ready to go. No, Autumn, not yet, dear. You got 10 more minutes at least. All you guys trying to run up out of here, but it's policy. I got to keep you for a little longer. So, Kanar, can you please share your screen? Are you ready? Okay, I think she's trying to turn her mic on. I see her, but can you hear me, Miss Kennard, or no? Oh, she got it. Okay. Your document.
When my thing went out for a minute, it ended up
Okay.
deleting the whole thing, and that was taking a long time. I've been went to this.
Okay. Don't get mad. Just do it over, but make sure. What about the document though?
Yeah,
Okay.
got everything.
I think so. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. You can stop sharing. Great job. All right. So let's keep going, everybody. Are you rocking out? Can you mute yourself? Okay. She vibing to her music. All right. So let's keep going, right? The second problem. There's one note about it that I want to mention, and this is the homework problem. So we got through that pretty well. Let's discuss the homework problem a little bit because a lot of you guys are not just doing the homework problem, you're skipping it. Please don't skip that problem. It helps you get 100% on the assignment. Can't turn one without the other. So let's talk about it. What's the known values here in this problem? Let's walk through it. So known values and unknown values. That's what the question is asking, right? Okay, so with that said, I can do what? I can look at the problem. It says a capacitor stores 3.9 times 10 to the negative fifth coulombs, right? When it's connected to a 9-volt battery. What is the capacitance of the capacitor? So real quick, let's look at something. We're using the same equation from here. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come down and I'm going to say, hey, known and unknowns, we're looking for this setup, right? So let's take a look. What is our first known value? It says a capacitor. I hope you heard that part. So that C is equal to, and it's, oh, I'm sorry, not C, Q. Sorry about that. So charge, because I looked at the coulombs and I was like, that's a capacitor? No, capacitors are farads. All right, so basically it's going to be 3.9 times 10, and I'm just taking it from here, if you don't know what I'm talking about, from the problem. And it's going to be -5. And this is what I'll tell you guys, you got to raise things to a power. So this -5 is going to be raised. You highlight the negative and the 5, and you go to text, and you raise it to that power, like I did. Okay, turn it off so you can keep going and write normal. You got to remember what you selected. So next is coulombs, right? And that's for your charge unit, or Q. What else did the problem give us? If we're looking at it, it gave us our, what was it, electrical potential difference? Is that what it's called? Electric potential difference, V. That's from the previous problem we just did, everybody. Let's go down here. I'm saying you guys can do this. It's just a little practice. So move this over. And it's asking for what? Well, it's asking for C, right? Is the capacitance equal to some number in farads? Okay, so far so good. I want to make sure these are even. These look all different. Ooh, that did not help my situation. Okay, I'm playing with settings. Okay, anyway, so electric potential difference is, that was what we put in the problem, 9 volts. So what's the end problem, right? What's the strategy? Use the equation. Use the equation below, above, that we just talked about. Capacitance is equal to the charge divided by the voltage. So hold Control C. I'm gonna bring it down here and work on it. And I'll bring this over. And what happens? Now, before we was looking for our charge, Q, right? We had to do some algebra. Those are the previous steps of problem, the homework problem. But now we just use the equation as is. So it was real easy. I thought I made that easy for you guys. So we'll come down one and we'll put this, it's supposed to be over there. And we're gonna put the values in now. So that's gonna be what? We said 3.9. I'm gonna take it from here. All right? That's our Q, right? And put parentheses around that. And our voltage was what? Well, it was 9 volts, right? All right. So when you're trying to figure out how to get farad, just remember it's always the charge divided by the voltage. And that's in terms of our earlier definition, a capacitor is equal to coulombs over volts. So we end up crossing out in this problem coulombs, right? And volts, because they're going to combine and make a farad. So let's rewrite this. So like I said, volts will cross out with coulombs because they're being put together to make a farad. Cross that out, and I'm going to cross this out. Okie dokie. Let's get ready. So we're going to come down and clean the equation up. And don't forget, on the outside of this, I almost forgot, is a farad. So like I said, we're going to clean this up. And what happens is this goes away, right? And this goes away. So you have a new equation that we can use Symbolab to finish. So C is equal to some number that you guys are going to calculate in terms of farads. We'll see who gets the right answer. Let me put Symbolab in the chat for you again in case you might want to use that to calculate it. But if you have most of these steps, you should be okay. But calculating it to the right point gets all the points. So give it a try. Symbolab, do I have that? No, I don't have it over here. So put that back for you guys. Open a tab and go to Symbolab. So grab this, copy, and let's put this here. All right. So if you think you have everything, it is currently 3:33. I'm going to be fair and a man of my word. You got to hit 3:40. You're free to go. But make sure you turn this work in at 8, everybody, and try to get some more work done because progress reports are coming out tomorrow. I'll keep trying to warn y'all. So use Symbolab to calculate the final answer. Put it in your report. Also, don't forget about the word of the day and classroom term of the day. That's at the very beginning. Anyone got questions or no? It's 3:33.
Just don't go off because I ain't got everything down.
Okay, so I'll be here until like 3:39 because I gotta get the video ready. But you got time. Just let me know if you're done or not. If you are not done and you have questions, just stay. But if you think you have everything and you're willing to turn it in, go ahead and get it turned in. If you think you have everything. But I'm here in case you got questions.
Can you scroll up to the word of the day? Well, you got the word of the day and stuff.
So you talking about the classroom term and word of the day? Let me grab that for you real quick. You talking about these two, right? So that's your exit slip. I'll put that in there again. Okay. And this is where you were with the problem for the 2A problem, homework problem. Now remember, to get the 25 points, you have to give the definitions of those words in your report that you turn in by 8 tonight.
All right, I got everything.
You got everything? Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you turn in, man.
Oh, she like.
Autumn, you got questions or you still working too? Nope, Autumn left. Okay, so it's just you and me, Kennard, until you're ready to go. All right.
My fault. My device went dead.
Oh, okay. Is it back now?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the rest of your tablets and computers, man? Why you on the phone?
That went dead too.
Oh my goodness, you're not charging that stuff up?
No, I don't understand. Like Apple products, they cost so much, but they go dead so easily.
Goodness gracious. All right, man. You gotta do better. That's all I can say. It don't get no
man.
easier.
I'm getting to it.
I know. I was saying I'm trying to make it easy for y'all, but it's tough.
I know.
So I mean, if you done, Kennard?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're free to go then. Just make sure you turn it in by 8. I think you got a good score in class, so keep up the good work.
You said it's done by 8?
You got to have this turned in by 8 p.m. tonight.
All right.
Okay. See you tomorrow, dude.
See ya.